Hi, welcome. My name is Tashe. I want to just come on here and talk to you about who I am and why I'm creating this space. And as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking a little bit about grief. I was born and raised into a very large family. I am the youngest of 11 children. The oldest and I are 20 years apart. Even though we have a large age gap with me and some of my siblings, we're all still very close. Well, when I was 5 years old, I lost my dad. He passed away a few days before my birthday. And even though he passed away when I was young, his presence was still very much a part of my upbringing. My mom did a great job with continuing our family meetings and making sure that the values he left behind was instilled into us. As I reflect on my upbringing, I want to say about every few years we lost a family member. Some of that came with the territory of just having older parents, people around us dealing with health issues and different things like that. But as I look back at that time, I struggle with this idea that every few years that we're going to lose a loved one, and that as I grieved, I was still growing. I was still learning what it means to have a level of safety and security, and that one day that the people that I love will no longer be here. And I really didn't have words to put that into at a young age. Well, fast forward to my 22nd birthday. A few weeks after my birthday, I lost my mom. My mother and I was very close. We had many conversations on the phone. We talked about grief, we talked about family, we talked about faith. And one of the conversations we had, talking about her and my father, she said one of the things that her and my father deeply desired is that we know Christ, that our life reflect Him. And one day on FaceTime when we were talking, she told me something that I will never forget. She said she can leave here knowing that we are okay. And I wanted to create this space, letters to her, knowing that that comfort that she left with me is that we are okay, that the wisdom, the knowledge, the faith that her and my father walked through for my siblings and I was not in vain, that we held on, that those memories that we have of them being strong, being witness of Christ, being great disciplers of us, that none of that is in vain. So these Dear Mom letters are letters to her, letting her know that we are in fact okay. And as I create these letters, these moments, I just wanted this space to be a place where I can document my journey of grief and what it means to relive life again after that. Who am I after loss? And that grief does not have a deadline, but we can create a space for sorrow and joy. And as I discover myself in my mid to late 20s and so on, I have these letters checking in with her, knowing that we are okay. So as I create this space, I just want this to not only be a place for me, but a space where, as you see my story, you find bits and pieces of your own here. So welcome. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see how this grows and how we can create a community of living life again after loss. Thank you.